let's start the show.
I'd be nervous.
Oh no!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from The Graham Norton Show. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the funniest and most memorable moments from one of the UK's most popular chat shows. Number 10, baking innuendos.
The amount of innuendo when you're tasting,
Yeah.
you know, things like soggy bottoms and, oh, it's so moist.
During a New Year's special, Graham managed to land a whole slew of celebrities on his couch, including Hugh Jackman, Billy Crystal, and the co-judges of the highly successful Great British Bake Off, Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry. As it turns out, many of the comments these two star bakers have made over the course of their series can be interpreted as rather erotic. Naturally, Graham asked Hugh Jackman and Billy Crystal to read some of them with some rather raunchy mood music.
Squeeze your bag. Is it trickling down? No.
Have you ever wanted to see Wolverine talk dirty to Mike Wazowski? Well, here it is, in all its kinky glory.
If it's leaked, you will get wet.
Number 9, Nunchuck Skills.
We've now learnt, ladies and gentlemen, that Rebel Wilson, you are a trained sort of ninja.
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson is a woman of many talents, and while she's mostly known for her singing and acting, it turns out she's also a ninja in training.
Have I been in a novice all-star martial arts championship? Yes. Did I get my face punched in? Yes.
After revealing that she's pretty handy when it comes to wielding nunchucks, she goes on to put her money where her mouth is and floors everybody by showing off her skills.
So you can do a little nunchuck display.
Sure. I mean,
With an oddly fitting backing track and zero fear in her performance, it's not hard to see why Kit Harington and Matt LeBlanc look so stunned. When you can make Joey Tribbiani and Jon Snow gape, then you know you've made a hell of an impression.
That was proper.
yeah, so if you're thinking of mugging me on the street, maybe think again.
Number 8, Russell Crowe and the Red Chair.
Are you apparently keen on the red chair, Russell?
Oh, it's one of my favorite parts of your show.
Okay.
While promoting Man of Steel with his fellow cast members, everybody's favorite Australian was given the chance to control the Red Chair section of Graham's show.
Hi, so I'm not doing this. It's Russell Crowe. You need to impress with your story. And what's your name?
Laura.
The premise is rather simple. Audience members have to get a laugh with a story of theirs, but if they fail to do so, the host can pull a nearby lever and send them flying back in their seat.
Russell, last year I went to a music festival down in Newquay.
He's a New Zealander, is he?
Yeah.
New Zealander, yeah. I got really...
Eager to take control, Graham hands over the reins to Crowe, who shows no mercy, and pretty soon bodies are sent flying.
Can you walk? Oh, you can walk. You can walk. Walk.
Are you not entertained?
It's not like we're going to be unreasonable.
Number 7, drunk Mark Wahlberg.
I would allow people to drink alcohol and come on a show in the evening.
It's the episode that was probably an absolute nightmare for the show's editors. Turns out the artist formerly known as Marky Mark decided to have too much to drink before appearing on Graham's show.
I want to challenge you.
Oh, shit.
I want to challenge you to a big dick contest.
I knew you.
At first, this just means he often talks over the other guests and is a bit uncharacteristically loud. So he might have gotten away with it, had he not decided to then get on Graham's lap and start massaging his chest.
That's wrong. Don't touch the man there.
Awkward yet funny, it obviously didn't bother the producers too much since Wahlberg's gone on to make multiple appearances on future episodes. We guess let drunken bygones be bygones?
Outlet.
It smells so good.
Number 6, Pine Nuts versus Cumberbitches.
Chris, your fans have a name. They're called...
Pine Nuts, yes.
Pine
I know
Nuts.
them well.
Oh, a few Pine Nuts.
Yes.
And Benedict, what are your fans called?
The Cumber Collective.
No, they're not.
We all know fans can go a little overboard sometimes, but you'd be hard-pressed to find more devoted followers than those of Chris Pine and Benedict Cumberbatch.
So if you've traveled to see the guys tonight, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh, quite a few.
While promoting Star Trek Into Darkness, two of Hollywood's biggest heartthrobs were asked about their fan bases. And not only did their hilarious nicknames come to light, it was also revealed that many fans were willing to travel great distances just to see the actors.
I'm from Germany.
Really? And did you come from Germany?
I took a 20-hour bus to London.
Wow.
Turns out that there were more Cumberbitches in the audience. But when you have a pine nut who took a direct flight from Japan just to get a glimpse of Captain Kirk, that shows a special kind of commitment.
Japan, and you're here for Cumberbitch or Pine Nut?
Pine.
It's a Pine Nut! Pine Nut! We have a Pine Nut! You have to now. You have to. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh!
Number 5. Seth MacFarlane's Rogues Gallery.
I knew 1,000 Peter Griffins growing up in New England. I mean, guys who would not think before they spoke, like,
no self-editing mechanism. Everything it's coming out here with no gateway.
While interviewing the creator of Family Guy about his new comedy, A Million Ways to Die in the West, Graham couldn't resist asking him to let loose a few of his signature voices.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, hello, fat man. Oh, Stewie, how are you?
Not only do we get some classic lines from the Griffins, like Brian and Stewie's universally loved Cool Whip routine.
Yes, Brian, would you like some Cool Whip?
but why are you saying it like that?
What am I saying? I'm saying Cool Whip.
We also get Seth's impression of the famous Taken speech, with the part of Liam Neeson played by Kermit the Frog.
If you don't let the girl go, I will track you down. I will find you. And I will kill you.
He would reprise this yet again after some further prodding in another appearance, where MacFarlane gave us the treat of hearing some of Cyndi Lauper's greatest hits sung by Peter and Stewie Griffin. How's that for karaoke?
If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time.
Number 4. Rejected on national television.
Hello, who's there? Hello, sir.
Hello.
What's your name?
Thomas.
While the red chair stories can be hit and miss, they always end on a laugh because they're either genuinely funny or contestants are sent flying back in the chair. But none has ever been quite like this.
So I asked a girl out a couple of weeks ago and she said yes, which was great because she's quite hot and I really enjoyed it.
Turns out the gentleman's story involves a member of the audience who initially rejected his proposal for a date because it clashed with the show. And so he decided to go on live TV and ask her again.
Can I just say, Thomas, you're very keen because she has given you no indication that she is.
It may seem like a little much, but it's a rather sweet gesture. Until it all comes apart when she rejects him again.
Are we going to flip Thomas, or are we going to let Thomas walk?
Kylie, please, will you lever him off the red chair?
Oh, no!
Even superstars like Kylie Minogue and Simon Pegg were shocked and called her out on her actions.
Oh, he's going to be having nightmares the rest of his life.
Really? Charles, can you lever him off? Oh.
Number 3. Emma Stone and the Spice Girls.
What is the hold that the Spice Girls have over you? Is this real?
When Emma Stone's manic obsession with the 90s pop group came to light during the press tour of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, it almost overshadowed everything else about the film.
I've been talking more about the Spice Girls on this press tour than I have about the movie.
That's because you wept. You wept in Australia.
I know, I wept.
After sharing a fairly friendly story about how she became entranced by the Spice Girls as a child, Graham slowly begins to suggest that the Spice Girls are actually assembled backstage, to which Gwen Stacy nearly has a breakdown.
Wait, hold on. I have to mentally prepare myself.
The tension builds and builds, only to reveal that they are not there at all, leaving a very let down Emma Stone and the rest of the guests laughing their heads off.
So, they're not here.
Number 2, the Fresh Prince reunion.
I've got some, mics. If you could, do you want to do a little bit of rapping? And maybe
After taking the internet by storm with his live rendition of the classic Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground of grassland most of my days.
Will Smith decided to up the ante with his next appearance on The Graham Norton Show, bringing along his son Jaden, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and even Carlton himself, Alfonso Ribeiro. only do we get the Carlton dance in all its glory, but the whole cast goes on to perform Apache by the Sugar Hill Gang, hip thrusts and all. Even Graham gets a chance to bust a move and jump on it. Before we reveal our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Very good. Excellent work. Excellent work. Keep going, because we don't know who it's going to next. Oh, it's you. Oh, yeah. Oh!
So, like, honestly, I saw this guy. Honestly, did Michael cheat on me when he was in a beef?
Number 1, The Fly.
Oh my God, that's the biggest fly I've ever seen.
Turns out when surprises occur on the Graham Norton Show, things don't get deterred. Things get hysterical.
If it landed here, what you do is you go, oh, get it over here. Because you put it there and you go.
When a fly invades the couch, the combined might of Chris O'Dowd, Kristen Wiig, and Steve Carell tries to kill it. But it manages to escape, until a very unfortunate Chris O'Dowd accidentally chews it after it lands in his glass.
Did you just drink the fly? Is it alive in your mouth?
Put it in his mouth!
Oh my sweet God.
We're not sure what's funnier, Kristen Wiig's jump scare, Steve Carell's killer instinct, or the look of horror on Chris O'Dowd's face. It may have been unexpected, but it left everyone in fits of laughter.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.